Welcome to the second episode of Basketball Talk with Coach David. All right, welcome back, everybody. I really appreciate everyone who tuned in. Again, let's start off with the main thing. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube, and at @UOrangeman on Twitter. Right now, I'm outside here in National Harbor, here in Maryland, Oxon Hill, Maryland. And today's episode, we're going to dive into more Twitter I posted, and we're going to talk about the answers that people retweeted. So, thank you again for joining in. I hope the scenery is nice for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. All right. So, first question, does your program record your playbook so players can have a visual way to learn actions? Example, record all your actions and send the video link to players to study. Good idea or bad idea? I did it. My players picked up the concepts a little faster when I did send them those video links. So let's read some. At Coach Landon, shouts out to at Coach Landon, wrote, I would send the players that struggle things like this. But different players learn and remember things differently. So if they need it, I'll send them things like this video. And then he also put a link in on the comment. So if you find the Twitter comment that I posted, which was posted yesterday, scroll through and at Coach Landon, reach out to him, and he'll be able to hook you up with the link he posted. And this is at Coach K6463. One more thought here. So many of the actions my team have run have been wrinkles off other actions. So the word play is relevant here. So some teams still run plays. Some teams run actions. It's all different languages, all for the same thing. At SV _coach _CJ. He replied, nope, we don't, but that's a great idea. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Got here. And again, remember, like, subscribe to Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube, and make sure to follow at @UOrangeman on Twitter, at DERBY_hoops. But yeah, paper these days is useless with kids. True. Scouting, etc. is all done through Huddle video we use now. See, so a lot of people are starting to get away from that paper age and putting it all on paper and sending it to the whole team. Some people are visual. I'm definitely a visual learner, so see it, so then that way it's easier for me to remember it. So at Mario Parker Senior SR1, he put great concept, exclamation point, especially the thought process of young men. Usually they're on their phones and have them in their hands. So a lot of kids, younger people, college kids, even adults, we always have our phone with us. So when I did this a couple years ago, that was my thought process was, hey, everybody's usually got their phone and they're usually looking on some kind of social media outlet. So that was my idea for behind that, okay? Here. And again, remember, like, subscribe to Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube, and make sure to follow at @UOrangeman on Twitter. All right. I posted this on October 31st, 2022, of course, of this year. Should players with offers still hold out and wait to see if a few more offers roll in, or should They sign now before others who have the same offer with the same program sign, and that offer is now gone. So I kind of posed that because I had a couple of kids who had offers reach out to me and say, hey, I'm trying to get my name out there more. I'm trying to find offers. And it kind of came to me like, well, if you have some offers, and with today's climate of recruiting for high school players, should you be taking that risk at possibly losing an offer that may be for a good fit better than an offer that you may or may not receive? So that was the reason behind me posting that question. So let's read a couple answers we got. At TJAWLS replied, no, we are telling our guys if you like a school, there's no need to wait for the next best thing, quotation marks. Commit to a program that was committed to you. We see that mistake being made over and over. That is so true. In the end, some kids are losing opportunities because they are waiting around hoping that another big offer comes in and that big offer doesn't come. Or a bigger offer comes in and it's not a better ideal thing for that player. So I kind of agree with that. If you find something that you like right away, I definitely am in the ballpark of saying, hey, go ahead and sign that, commit. If it fits for you and they want you really bad, then you definitely sign with that school and don't wait around. That way you can relax your senior year, or not relax in that sense, but that kind of thing is kind of off your plate as much. You still have to go out and perform because you still have to go out to the time. You don't want to get to the point where, oh, I signed and now it's time to just chill out and just do whatever. No, you still have to put in that work. Make sure you understand that here. And again, remember, like, subscribe to Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube, and make sure to follow at UOrangeman on Twitter, at BALLERUZZO3. Reply, as with any offer, the question should always be, is this the right offer? Does it check all the boxes you're looking for in a school? Does it fit with what you're looking for academically, athletically, socially? If the fit is right, then it's a no-brainer. Definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Thank you for replying to that. At Coach KIWI. Okay? At Coach KIWI. Take offers as early as possible. 1, you can always decommit if something better comes along. 2, coaches can find players in your class to complement you rather than if you wait later. Coaches trying to decide if you fit in the class they already have. I'm with that. I agree with that. I like that. Some great answers there. There's a few more that Coach posted underneath that one. So if you find the tweet, definitely scroll through and read all those comments. At Joseph, LAWINSK5 wrote, accepted ASAP. Again, you never know if you may lose that opportunity waiting around. Again, it's a climate of being recruited out of high school. It's really difficult to take those chances and maybe lose out on the opportunity. So I agree with that. So at Coach JUAN17 wrote, if the athlete has multiple offers early and they land an offer from a college, if their choice that fits them well, take it. To allow athletes the opportunity to focus on helping high school teams win. I like that. That's a good idea. It's very good. You definitely want to be able to focus more on your season. And I think that's another reason why I said it earlier, that you want to kind of make sure that you are, if you can sign early and it's a good fit, sign, because you want to be able to focus on your season at hand, especially your senior, so last year of high school, your last year around those high school teammates that you may have. You want to be able to enjoy it and not be stressed trying to find an offer. So definitely agree with that. I posted on October 30th of this year. Again, if you get a chance, like, subscribe to Dark Knight Records TV. Once we get to 1K followers on YouTube, we can start doing these live. Like and subscribe to @Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube and follow @HughOrangeman on Twitter. All right, let's get back to the next one. Again, this one was posted on October 30th of this year. So I posted, because a player can dunk, does that make them athletic? Or is it if you're under 6'1" and can dunk, that is what's considered athletic? What a player athletic for basketball? Fair question. A lot of times you see a lot of guys who are taller, but height really kind of doesn't make a difference. So what I'm looking for is when I ask that question, what considers a player to be athletic? Okay, so what do you, when people describe a player and say, oh, this guy is an athletic kid, this kid is, this athletic player, male or female, it doesn't matter. What constitutes them to be labeled athletic, okay? So let's read a couple replies. @Coach CARSONC. Shouts out to Coach. Make sure you give him a follow. And follow everybody I talked about today too. So again, Carson, I don't want to say his last name the wrong way, so I'll say it. But @Coach COACHCARSONC replied, levels to athletes, but a 30-inch vertical, 3.4 lane shuttle, 3.2 3/4 cut is an athletic college. So, hey, he coached in college, so he knows what he's talking about. So great reply there. Let's read here. @1% Hoops, great count to follow, another great one, replied, I think height shouldn't matter. Dunking is always one of the many characteristics of an athlete, quote unquote. Speed, agility, footwork, reaction time, and more play a bigger role than jumping. I would rather have a lightning quick guy than a guy that can jump high. Now that's different. Some coaches would like a guy who can jump really high over a guy who is super fast. But I like it. I'm with it. So all coaches have to, all guys and people have to remember, everyone has their opinion. I truly like that. Myself, I like the combination. I like a quick, but who also can get up there and get rebounds. If you can jump high, you can help us rebound, especially at a guard or even a big. If you have the ability to get up and get rebounds, definitely need you. Without rebounding, it's really hard to win. Unless you can flat out shoot the rock and you got 8 guys or 5 guys around the perimeter, but that's a different story. All right, let's get to the next one. @Ball, BALL, Mom, 216. Again, @BALL, Mom, MOM, 216, put athleticism comes with agility, stamina, the mindset, strength, endurance, your skill, and your skills are above others. Exclamation point. There are lots of people that can play basketball, but, in capital letters, aren't basketball players. That'll all go over some heads. I like that. Thank you for the reply. Definitely want to give her a shout out. Always has some good intake. Great job. I love it. See here. @TKO1979 wrote, athletic is a combination of vertical leaping ability, speed, quickness, agility, and explosiveness. Shouts out to Coach, another college coach chiming in, thank you. And then one more we'll read. Wilson JBM, at Wilson JBM wrote, it's interesting to see the different perspectives of athletic. It looks as if there are two types of athletic, one being speed and dunking, another being game IQ and footwork. It seems you need to get your kid in front of what matches up with your kid's skill set. So that's always a great thing to remember. You want to just find someone who, or coach, if you can, again, it goes back to fit. Find a coach that likes what your student athlete can do. So at the end of the day, you want to make sure you find a place that a college coach likes their ability and what they can do. So if they are able to bring in something to the table, to the program, which one wants them, go where you want it. So we're going to change locations, and I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, let's read two more. Let's read two more from that last post, okay? At JONAPHA58802692 wrote, athletic, gotta put skills with it or it ain't nothing. So you gotta have the skills to go along with the athleticism. So at the end of the day, you can be as athletic as you want, but you have to always be a skillful player. So you gotta remember, you gotta be able to do those kind of things. And how you doing? So y'all gotta remember, you gotta be happy doing stuff. Told you, anything happens when you're trying to record something. Like, subscribe, follow at UOrangeman on Twitter and Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube. So make sure you follow both, you like and subscribe so we can get to 1K followers so we can do the live streams so I won't be able to people interrupt stuff. All right, so next one I posted on October 31st, 2022. How can players ask their parents to let them handle their own recruiting page and let them work with their high school and AAU coaches to get them to the next level? Parents will always have control no matter what. So, yes, at the end of the day, the parents should definitely be involved in some fashion, form, or way in your recruiting. Because even if it's an full athletic ride or a partial or whatever kind of scholarship, at the end of the day, the parents will be the one that goes to get them when something happens. Has to be the one that they call when they need something. So I personally don't understand if you're a coach, you don't want to involve the parents. Yes, on campus they have independence. You know, they're more independent, they get older and things are different. But even when they're older, kids still are calling home, still asking parents for this and that. So my thing is, you definitely want to involve the parents all the time. Okay, let's see here. At SSUMLER4, again, at SSUMLER4, as a parent, my decision held weight. At the end of the day, it's up to the children, supportive regardless. I love that. I like that. I definitely like that. Thank you for posting that. Let's read a couple more here. At Chris Walk, WALKR1. At Chris WALKR1 wrote, parents need to know the recruiting process ins and outs so they can manage support their athlete, making sure everyone is doing what is in the best interest. They should always be in control, but most don't know what to do and end up putting their trust in the wrong people. That is so true. That is super true. You have to remember as a player, sometimes your best interest may be to let your parents help you make that decision. Yes, people want to tell you your decision on your own because you are young adults. But at the same time, you always want to remember that your family and definitely your parents are probably your best supporters and have your best interests at heart. I like that. Appreciate that. Let's read a couple more here. At NAKAJ_HOOPLIFE wrote, those high school AAU coaches should be working as one with parents and family. So, so at the end of the day, yes, it should be a combined effort to help that kid get to the next one. Sometimes it just doesn't happen to be that way. So you have to remember, again, if you're a high school coach or you're an AAU coach are not the same person, you should be trying to work with both of those and getting those guys to work together to help you get the best opportunity. So thank you for that. Let's read one more here. At E2, the number 2, so at E2A2, the number 2 again, _basketball wrote, parents need to be informed of the process and be frontline to support and protect their young athletes, adult athletes. That is, I'm totally with that. I appreciate that, and I agree with that 100%. Always love that. And we'll do one more here, one more. At MTMMDTP83. At MTMMDTP83 wrote, man, you should definitely help your child in the process along the way until they are ready to handle it on their own. I hate when adults try to force kids to be adults too fast because that's how I grew up. So, you definitely don't want to force a kid to take on responsibilities that they may not be ready for. Every kid is different. Some kids are mentally ready for things faster than others, so I get that. There's a lot more on that one. If you want, find that tweet, scroll through and read all those great comments, okay? So let's read one more for the day. And again, remember, like and subscribe to Dark Knight Records TV too, and follow at @UOrangeman on Twitter. Let's get to the next one. Come on through. Hey,
I want you to know this man's doing a great job. I've been watching him. He's doing fantastic.
Thank you. Appreciate that. See?
Take care, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. See, this is what it's about here, guys. Just trying to help everybody out. So, one more comment, and then we'll get going for the day. This will be episode 2 on YouTube, Dark Knight Records TV. Like and subscribe, and also follow at @UOrangeman on Twitter. Here we go. This one right here came from October 25th of this year, of course. If a parent has did all they can do for their child, i.e. paid for AAU for 5 years, paid for showcases, elite camps, trainers, DM coaches, emails, filmed everything, and still their child has no offers, what should and can they do to help their child reach their goals? That's tough. That one got a few different reactions to it. We're gonna read a couple here, but that was a tough one, because if you did everything you can do and your child still hasn't got that offer to play at the next level, that's a hard conversation to sit down and have with your child. But you definitely want to have that talk, about what to do next. All right, so let's read some answers here. At ZEIADHAMOUDA. Woo! From my experience, parents that do that and the child is well-mannered as well, they will eventually find a placement. They are stuck on playing at a certain level, like D1, D2, etc. I like that. I agree with that. I'm good with that. Next, we got at DANBOLDT #1. There is a reason pros still use trainers. It's hard to recognize the items that need corrections in yourself. The issue everyone now seems to be a trainer. You need to find a quality trainer. You must be saying that, maybe the players is not developed enough or not ready, and they need a trainer to help them get something in their game that they may not have right now. So I agree with that. I like that. I enjoyed that one. That's a good one. Let's read two more here. So at REPPIN Hoopers wrote, 1, hoping their child has been an excellent student during his or her years in college. 2, be realistic regarding the child's sports talent. 3, for younger siblings, reviewing the whole wasting money circus altogether, save the money for college in case it's needed. I like that. So, some people say, oh, I hate a plan B or plan C or plan D or whatever. At the same time, you still have to have something that in case something doesn't go right and your child, unfortunately, is not allotted that opportunity to play the next level, you want to make sure you have the next thing ready for them to go, okay? Last one we're going to read here for the day. The last one we're going to read for the day is going to come from, let's see here, at STACEE_IS_HERE. Yes, this is true. Always said that about at Cam Dose, number 3. We never got him into showcases or travel ball until the summer, so no one has seen his talent or knew how good he is. You said be patient. Offers are going to come rolling in. He got his first offer 2 weeks ago. Be patient. So that's great advice. Be patient. Don't try to rush, quote unquote, I hate the word, the process, but don't try to rush anything that's going on, and just take your time. At the same time, you can't sit there and try to take so long that it does cost you an opportunity. It's a balance thing that you have to kind of balance it. You want to make sure that if the right thing comes along, you're ready for it, but you also have to be patient enough to understand that you can't go out and force an offer to pop up. So at the end of the day, be patient. Now, again, like always, subscribe, like and subscribe. Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube. Let's get to 1K followers so we can do live. Second, follow at YouOrangeman on Twitter. Thank you to everyone who's been commenting on my different scenarios or questions that I post. I truly enjoy, and I try to retweet all of them as I see them. So continue to let them come in as I put the questions out. Or if you have a question, definitely send it to me, DM, or tag me in a question. I'll retweet it, and let's build this community together, this platform together. Let's keep it going. Until next time, like, subscribe, Dark Knight Records TV on YouTube, and follow at YouOrangeman on Twitter.